Hey guys, this is Killer Rob speaking, and today we are in Grim Dawn. And as you can see, I did buy the expansion, and now we can embark on the first ever playthrough of this game. Oh well, playthrough. We'll see how far we get of this game. And I really like it. As you can see, I have a few characters. Many of them are just test characters, like these three: Cliffy Northwood, the Test Necromancer, and Vindictus are the only real name in here. But yes, so why am I making this specific video? The answer to that is I want to ask you what kind of build you want to see. So this is a pre-episode of the Let's Play that is coming up, and I will link down in the description below a poll for you to decide which build to pick. And I've prepared 3 different ones. So let's take a quick look. Let's first load up the Test Necromancer and yeah, just have a look. Okay, here we are. I played her up to level 10 and actually 11 to get the second class unlocked. So it works the Titan Quest way, so to say. No wonder, because these developers are basically the Titan Quest, the original Titan Quest devs. You start out with your first class, and I chose Necromancer there. And then at level 10, you can select another class, which then makes it such that you can have loads and loads of different cool combinations. And most of them are really viable. And there are interesting skills in each and every single one of them. But, so my first thing here would be the Necromancer plus something else. And here we could go with 2 things. So these will be 2 different options. Let's talk about option 1 first. And that is combining the Necromancer and the Soldier. Let's take a quick look at the Necromancer first. So, skeletons! Yes, of course, race skeleton. Very classic indeed. And you can have a few of them. Not 20, but a few. And you can add a few more when you add into the skill. So, that's pretty cool. And yeah, they get stronger and they scale with the pet bonuses and so on. So seems pretty viable. So far they are just cleaning house. There are a few other ones which also are summons. Let's see, where are all the summons? So we have the Blight Fiend. What I can gather from the description is that this one is basically acid and poison based, and these are mainly physical. And then we have this brutal final skill here at level 50. It unlocks at level 50. That gives massive bonuses to all pets. So yeah, that seems to be the way to go with the Necromancer. But it can be combined in 2 interesting ways. And yeah, let's take a quick look at that. So we could go with this one all out summon and combine it with, for instance, the Occultist, and that would give you familiar here, Hellhounds for fire damage, and you have this skill, which is the toggle skill, which basically buffs up all your pets so they become more resistant to all kinds of damages. More health, costs a little bit of energy, nothing too bad. And this continues skill, so how it works in Grim Dawn is you have your main skill, and then the round ones are modifiers to the main skill. And as you can see here, the pet bonuses are scaling up even more with this one. So this seems to be super strong overall, just beefing them up, making them more efficient, more damage, more speed, and much more health. So really good. This summon is awesome. Summon Hellhound. It's super strong and has many modifiers, and it has area of effect damage too. So that could work. I can always undo the class here as long as I have not put anything in there. And another option there. Oh my god, so many options. Okay, so Shaman would be another option because it has also some interesting effects that are applying to more than just the caster, so auras basically, and also some summons in here. So this could work in a very similar fashion to the Occultist, but it would be Necromancer and Shaman, or Necromancer and Occultist. And let's call this, as option 1, the pure Summoner build. And I will go through and figure out which combination will be better. Or we can discuss this once we hit level 10 with the actual build, in case you select the pure Summoner build. Okay, option number 2. Combine the Necromancer with the Soldier. Oh, that seems to be a weird combination, Killrob. Well, yeah, it kind of is. I would combine it with this one because it has some interesting synergies here. You have the Field Command, which is an aura, and that gives a lot of bonuses to all kinds of summons. And then you have the War Cry, and that reduces enemy health and shit. That seems pretty cool. And disrupts target skills and all kinds of cool stuff. So this build would work slightly differently. You would be in the fray instead of standing back. And use your summons, your Necromancer summons, as meat shields and just a damage buff in general, because you will have to invest quite heavily into at least one of these. But the Necromancer also has some energy and life leech skill, and that could be useful in that regard. So this combination isn't too out of place, I think. It could work. I don't know. I haven't really tried it out, but yeah, I'm positive we would have a good shot at it at least. Okay, let me show you the third option, and that would be Cliffy Northwood. All right, yeah, let's show you what this one is. It is a combination of the Demolitionist and the Inquisitor, and it is a pure sniper build. It's like the only thing it does is snipe and kite. And it uses all the good skills, like only these 4 skills in the Inquisitor. Very powerful. They seem to have lots of levels. I can't tell how many levels this one has. It's unfortunate. They should really have this somehow, at least when you hover over it, like next level 1 out of 10 or something, to display so that you can plan ahead a little. But yeah, there's plenty of awesome stuff in here. Also some really cool area of effect stuff for ranged attacks. So these will be really good. And for most of it, it only requires you to get to level 20. And the main sniping skill will be this one, the Fire Strike. And this even has a ranged two-handed weapon bonus to it, and various effects from different elements as well. So it should fare reasonably well. We have no helpers whatsoever though, so that will be a very mobile build, running around, shooting people off, and yeah, basically trying to lay waste to them as quickly as possible. Should be a pretty high DPS build overall. And then the final one is Vindictus. I think I'm going to take this name if we go with this one, because Vindictus is such a cool name. So let's start with this one. It is the combination of a soldier and a shaman, specialized in two-handed weapons and massive amounts of AoE damage, elemental AoE damage. The build is, I think the class combination is called Water, and currently this is a little bit bugged, unfortunately, producing weird artifacts, as you saw in my channel update video. If you haven't seen that channel update video yet, check it out if you are interested in more than just this coming series. And yeah, so I hope they fix it. Or maybe I'm currently updating my graphics drivers. I think they're downloading in the background, so maybe that fixes it. But yeah, weird artifacts there. So, soldier and shaman. Why? Why, you ask? Well, the soldier has plenty of pretty cool small enhancers, and those will be used, Zoltan's technique for instance. Look at that. So it has a chance to be used automatically, and it adds an arc to the attack and massive amounts of damage. And then, all kinds of cool things down here. Overall, just many passive bonuses and bonuses that apply to whatever attack you do. So, pretty good stuff. We are not going to use it shielded, this one. It's the soldier itself is a really nice tanky class with lots of shield skills, but we wouldn't be using that. But instead, we would be going down this route. Brute Force and Feral Hunger and Upheaval. Massive amounts of area of effect damage just slaying the enemies. And then Savagery as our main skill. And this is a charge build-up skill. So just imagine a kind of a frenzy build without the increased attack speed build-up, but just massive amounts of damage build-up instead. And yes, two-handed and AoE, just full-on bonkers mode, AoE mode. And I think that should work out well. I'm not sure. Oh, this one also requires a two-handed weapon. I'm not even sure which one we want to use. We could go with this one too, Primal Strike instead. This has also an area of effect damage overall, so yeah, I'm not sure. Both could be really awesome. Okay, so let's recap the 4 options. We have the pure summoner build, that is a necromancer plus shaman or a necromancer plus occultist, and I will decide later on what that would be. Like a stand-back-ish character that really uses the power of actually functioning minions. It's as a nice contrast to Diablo 2, you know. So minions in here are actually, and pets are actually powerful. As a second option, we had the necromancer plus soldier, like more of a commander that also engages in combat, but has minions to protect and to divert attention, and uses some of the necromancer skills to steal back life. The damage output from our character in that sense will be pretty low compared to a proper warrior class, and especially towards the other choices we have. But I think it might work. Might be a little bit on the weak and slow side, but yeah, I'm not sure. We could try it out. Then the third option is the pure sniper, the sniper kiter, and then the fourth option is what we just discussed, the two-handed AoE super warrior mode. All right, you will find the straw poll down below. And I hope you enjoy picking whatever your favorite is and then seeing how this pans out. And I will be playing most likely the one that gets picked. Most likely only because I really don't want to run into the issue of these graphics bugs, because they really are pretty in your face and they get on your nerves after a little while. The devs said they would be looking into that and fixing that, but you never know how long it takes, because they thought they had fixed it already, but it turned out to not be the case. Alright, before we wrap this up, I want to mention that yes, the Olaf Bengtsson Diablo 2 series is continuing until its end, but I need to put out this voting video before, of course, so yeah, that's why it's here already. And Olaf will defeat Bale eventually, hopefully. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time!